Hello, welcome to the ESOL 6203 Multicultural Awareness and Education course. I want to take just a couple of minutes to go through the syllabus and point out some of the important features. Of course, you'll want to read the entire document when you have a little bit more time, but this will just give you a brief overview. You can see all the contact information for me there. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to email me or call me. Really, probably email is the easiest way to get a hold of me. So, and I will try to contact you in or email back in 48 hours or less. You can see here this course description. You probably had a multicultural course in your undergrad, but hopefully we'll go a little bit deeper and explore some issues and some current things that are happening in our society and in our schools. If you don't already have your textbook, you can see the textbook that is listed there. Here are the course objectives. We're really going to look at culture and communication and teaching and learning, understanding what multicultural education is, understanding the and appreciating different cultures. You're going to be in some situations where you're the minority, and take those experiences back to you to the classroom, hopefully. And then applying your knowledge of designing a culturally responsive curriculum and engaging in culturally responsive teaching practices. So below those course objectives, you can see our School of Education unit goals, and those are the goals that by the end of the program we want all of our students to engage in. Next are course requirements. This is an online course, of course, and you can see the attendance participation here. That's considered, your attendance and participation is considered to be your wikis, your forum posts, attending the Adobe Connect, and those kinds of things. Because it's so important that we learn from each other, that's 20% of your grade. It's not just a sit and get, but we feel like you need to participate and you'll get so much more out of the course. Here are the major assignments. You'll have an article presentation where you'll find an article about ethnicity and race, or some current event that's impacting your school today. And then you'll do a home visit. And I mentioned this when I emailed you before the course even started, but a lot of teachers don't have the opportunity to do home visits, and you can really learn a lot about students doing a home visit. So I want to make sure that you have that opportunity. After you do your home visit, you're going to read a text and that you think would be appropriate for the student that you visited. And there'll be some questions to guide your thinking on that. Another chance to be immersed in a culture that's different than you are is our border crossing assignment. And that's when you are going to attend a worship service that's different either culturally, linguistically, or ethnically than you are. Because a lot of your students will be going to different places on Sunday and then come in and be expected to act maybe differently in school on Monday morning. The next assignment is called the Poverty Professional Development Assignment. And this is an assignment where I want you to think through, and we'll do some reading about poverty. How would you present, if you were in charge of professional development for your school, what would you do to present issues around poverty and teaching students in poverty, and help the teachers in your school become more efficient and better prepared at teaching students in poverty? You'll do a culturally responsive resource bank where you'll learn about a particular culture and really dive deeply into that culture. And this is the key assessment for the course. You can see that it's worth 30% of your grade, and that will also be submitted into TaskStream. And we'll talk more about what TaskStream is later on. And then finally, you'll do a reflection paper at the end of the course. If you ever need to know what's coming up and so on, look at the class schedule and assignments. It is by unit or week. Unit and week are used simultaneously. You can see the date, the topics, objectives, readings that you'll be doing, discussion questions, and assignments are all right here. So you can always come back to your syllabus and see what we'll be learning. I'm just going through that. And then there's a grading table that is a real quick look at when things are due and how much they're worth and that sort of thing. You can see our scoring criteria over to the right, and that's the same as any graduate course that you'll have at MNU. And then finally, you have course policy, guidelines, and support. All your papers need to be in Times New Roman font, 12-point font. Your more formal papers will be in the APA style. Honesty policy, of course, we expect everybody to be honest. And I say that, it's usually unintentional that we plagiarize and people just don't cite other authors and others' work. So making sure that you're not unintentionally plagiarizing and that you are citing your source and so on. Late work policy. This is again the same for any graduate studies and education course. You need to turn everything in on time. For each day that it's late, it's 10% off and up to 3 days. After 3 days, you can still turn it in and we'll give you feedback, but it won't be worth any credit. So please make sure that you're not late on assignments. Everything is due by 11:59 p.m. of the day that's listed that it's due. I do want to make you aware that we have a great library and a great library staff, so please take advantage of the library, even if you're not on campus. Through our Moodle, through the portal, you can click on the library. There's somebody on a lot of the time that can do a live chat with you and answer questions. There is a great source where you can get research articles and so on. So please do use the library. If you have any need for academic support, we also do have the Kresge Academic Support Center. Please make sure that you're in contact with them for some help with writing and that sort of thing. In that same vein, we have the online tutoring called Smart Thinking, and you can get that through the portal. Taskroom, as I mentioned earlier, is the way that you'll turn in your key assessment. You'll also do it through Moodle, just like normal, but I have to grade at least one assessment through Taskstream each course, and this is for our data collection for our accreditation. And if you haven't already, you'll get some instructions on how to get into Taskstream and so forth. If you don't save your paper, which most people do, and so not really an issue, but I will save the papers for about a year or so if you need to get a paper back for your computer crashed or whatnot. And then finally, we put in the Kansas Educator Code of Conduct, the professional ethical behaviors, and so make sure you take some time to read through that. At the end is the references, some things that I've used to help develop the course, some things that I think you might be interested in further reading, and so on. So take a look at the websites, the books, and so forth. I think this is a great course to teach, and I hope that you really enjoy it and learn a lot. And we'll get started on Unit 1. Thank you so much for listening.